Hello everyone, this is Phil from the AntiBSGroup. This video will be one of my gun control videos of that series, of gun control video series. I'm doing this one now because of all the concern and bullshit literally out there. The Americans are gun crazy. Well, they're not gun crazy. They like their guns. No big deal. I don't fault them for that. They have that right. So everybody has the right that enjoys something, a sport or whatever. They should be able to shoot. But it's the people who we have these, like we had in Arizona over the weekend, Tucson. That's where the issue really becomes known. So I will be. This is one of them, so I'll try to keep this video. We're kind of limited in our space-wise for video length, so I'll try to keep it short, and this will be a multi-parter. So I'm going to talk about the different areas. Canadian gun laws is I'll be talking about this one will be more about Canadian gun laws. But I have 3 other ones I'm talking about, so I'm going to be pulling up the Canadian Firearms app right now. I have it actually downloaded, so I'm able to go for it. Like I said in other videos, I find it completely full of legalese. A lot of heavy-handed words here. Link is at it. So yeah. This is Jacques Christian's handiwork here. I can tell you that much. Literal handiwork, because it makes no sense to me. In this act, the authorization to carry means an authorization described in Section 20. Export means now, well, you know all that. See, I'm going to try to get down to areas that I think are more important. What can and cannot be carried, what type of weapons can be owned, or whatever. Yeah, like some things I could see. Okay, here's a general rule of public safety. A person is not eligible to hold a license if it is desirable in the interest of safety or of that or any other person, that the person not possess a firearm, crossbow, a prohibited weapon or restricted weapon, a prohibited device, ammunition, or prohibited ammunition. Okay, yeah, some of that stuff I can agree with, most of it I don't, but we're getting to what person care. I'm not going to go and do all that. If you don't look it up, I'll post a link, or I'll annotate it into the video. I'm not too sure yet how it will do that, but I will put the links up to it once I find it again. So I downloaded it, and it's got some things there like this. To get your license, say a firearms safety course given by an instructor who is designated by the chief firearms officer, pass the test administered by an instructor who is designated chief firearms officer that form part of the course, and blah blah blah. Those hold licenses. So I'm not too concerned. To me, it's not interesting. I'm not interested in what I'm looking at right now. What I'm looking to say is that, okay, what kind of weapons can be carried or used or owned by individuals in Canada? There's 3 different lists. Pistols, those are restricted. So yeah. Okay, there's a lot of bullshit in this, so I'm not going to go too much detail. A lot of this bullshit. I just really truly want, like, there's a lot of things in here that if you decide to read it, about transportation, RCMP, all that. I mean, I agree. Some of it's it makes sense For use in target practice or target shooting competition under specific conditions under the auspices of a shooting club or shooting range that is approved under Section 29. That's Section A for Section 19 of Section A. 19 Section A. 19 is an individual holds a license authorizing the individual to possess prohibited firearms or restricted firearms may be authorized to transport a particular prohibited or restricted firearm between two or more specified places for any good or sufficient reason, including the restricting generality of the foregoing, to provide, like, as I said before, target practice, target shooting competitions, stuff like that, to provide instruction in the use of firearms as part of a restricted firearm safety course that is approved by the federal minister or in a chain of residence, which is transport the firearm to a peace officer, firearms officer, or chief firearms officer for registration or disposal in accordance with this act or Part 3 of the Criminal Code. Yeah. If you don't register your firearm, you're basically a criminal in Canada. Now, as it stands, basically this is always due to the 1989 mass shooting at the Montreal Polytechnic Institute. Why we have a lot of this stuff in here. I'm not really. I read this. I've just skimming over it now. So again, and repeat. So this document's both in English and French. If you're Canadian, all federal documents must be English and French. Believe me, I kind of understand both, so it's but we go through it. I won't go through the French stuff, but if you're French, by all means, you have French section for this one. My other videos, I have some American stats, American information. Actually, I found very interesting. So there's a lot of dates, time limits, things for all this. These are some of the newer stuff. Oh wow, I didn't realize I had this. I'm trying to find the prohibited weapons list. The prohibited restricted weapons list. I would say it should be a 75-page document. So I can tell you that much right now. But a lot of it is pretty. It's legalese. But if you have a knack for reading this shit, by all means read it. I mean, I understand it from my time in aviation, working with the cars, the aviation regulations, which is a lot thicker than this. It's probably closer to 500 pages of that, and I had to study that for a while to get it. So I'm just trying to find the for our American friends here. Inspection means firearm officer and includes in respect of province of a class or individual designated by the provincial minister. Believes there's grounds business being carried on their record of a business, any place in which respective believes reasonable grounds there's a gun collection or record in relation to a gun collection, or any place which believes are reasonable grounds that a prohibited firearm or there are more than 10 firearms, and may any open container that the inspection believes whose grounds contains a firearm or other thing in respect to which act or the regulations apply. Examine any firearm and examine things that the fire inspector finds to take samples of. Conduct tests or analysis, take any measurements, and require any person to produce for examination or copy any records, books, or account or other documents that the inspector believes on reasonable grounds contain information that is relevant to the enforcement of this act and the regulations or the regulations. It goes on. I show you the basic brief of it. But yeah, I'm just trying to find you the restricted list. So If I missed it, I'm sorry. But it's kind of ridiculous. I should have found this before, but I find all this little neat stuff that I forgot about. Let's see. On the crap side of it now. Transitional provisions, license. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Well, I did find a list of restricted prohibited weapons before. What did I think about the Noriko T97s? Oh. And I mean, I have to relocate it then by the looks of it, because I'm not sure if yeah, it's not in here. Wow, I'm disappointed. Didn't show it. But yeah. So other than that, there's a lot of crap. I'll post the links, post the article somewhere. I'll be writing up a little thing about it. But overall, this situation is not the greatest. But overall, it's. I mean, we had reliable laws that made sense prior to 95, prior to Junker-chan, his reign of terror, if you would call it that. I mean, I'm giving Junker-chan a bad hard time here in this video, but yes, he did do some good, but he did a lot more to harm Canada in the long run. But when it comes to this type of thing, like registration, gun control wise, so the biggest thing is making things, the safety issues are there that weren't being followed. I mean, it's laws like this. There's rules that are open for interpretation by everybody. So we say, oh, the law says this, but this might mean you do this, and this. Boom. That's why I say, well, legalese. That's legalese. I mean, it says this, but it's trying to say, but it has to be really clear cut, stone cold, not to leave any loopholes. And that's what one of the issues is. So I hope for that concern to be finished. And a couple more minutes left here for this video, but I'll talk there. Yeah, this one. Oh, okay. Canada. Here we go. I'll just read this. I have enough time. I'll read you this. The state intended the Canadian firearms laws are to control firearms so as to improve public safety. This was challenged recently, but lost in a parliamentary vote, which I was annoyed with, by the way. And the long gun registry, with yearly operation costs of over $66 million. That seems a little low. Is no longer the process of being dissolved, as BC 391 was defeated. While there is no constitutional clause analogous to the United States, the Second Amendment at least spells out the right to keep and bear arms. The various pieces of legislations and rights bills since the Magna Carta and the 1689 English Bill of Rights provide Canadians with limited access to firearms. Currently, every firearm is required by law to be registered in Canada. Licensing firearms to the Firearms Act will remain in order to ensure proper training and safe storage. I agree with that. Currently, users must possess a license called a Possessions and Acquisitions License, a PAL. Firearm safety course must be passed prior to applying for a PAL. A non-resident, i.e. non-Canadian, must have a non-resident firearms declaration confirmed by a customs officer, which provides a temporary stay authorization to have a firearm in Canada. There are 3 categories of firearms for purpose of Canadian law: non-restricted, restricted, and prohibited. Restricted prohibited weapons may actually be owned and used in limited circumstances. Yeah. I can tell you a couple of weapons that are on the bill. It's the MP5 and I think it was the SKS, so a couple of them. So thank you very much. Just going to cut this one video short now. This is part 1 of my gun control series, so see you guys later. Bye.